Another Form Titan video here, and in this video we'll talk about the part 1 of the progressive profiling, getting the important details. So obviously we need to prioritize what information we need, and in my opinion 9 out of 10 times first name, last name, email and the GDPR consent if you're from EU are probably the most important details you'll need to gather when you start your progressive profiling journey. What I've done here is I've created first name, last name, email, I consent and I do not consent field. And back in my org in Salesforce, I've done the same. So I've got first name, last name, email, I consent, and I do not consent. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a form and we're going to map it to Salesforce where we gather their consent and I do not consent details and their first name, last name, and we push it directly to Salesforce. So let's get started. So I've got the fields here, and to create fields is very simple. You just simply drag and drop like this, and that's it. So I've already created these fields here, but I'm just going to go ahead and save time and map the fields. I'll click the push because we want to create some data. I'll add some object here. The object is going to be contact. And then my action will be create. I'll go ahead and map my fields. I'll toggle to my form mapping, and then here I will just simply map the fields from my form to Salesforce. Salesforce on the right hand side and the form on the left hand side. First name, last name, email, and then I consent, and then I do not consent. So first name, last name, email, I consent, I do not consent. These are the 5 fields we need. I'll click apply, apply again, finish, and we are good to go. And then our submit button is simply a submit button. So that's all we have to do for now. And if I click save, I'll go ahead and preview this. This is what a preview looks like. I'll go ahead and create my contact. So I'll say, my name is Joe Blogs. I'm going to say joe@formtitan.com. And then I will go ahead and click I consent for my GDPR details. Once I click submit, now this contact should directly be in Salesforce. So let's go and have a look, and if we give this a refresh, and check our integration logs, hopefully there will be an entry there for us. So right here, there's the entry. We'll click on it, and it's going to take us into Salesforce. And there you go. There's Joe Blogs. If I just edit on this, Joe Blogs, there's Joe at Form Titan, and we got the consent. So very, very simple start to your progressive profiling, where we're looking to get the data, just the general data, which is their name, their email, and their consent, and that's about it. And in the next couple of videos, we'll cover how you can really make your progressive profiling dynamic.